All right.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
I mean, we can't forget it.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Two Mystic Mamas. I think I had to take a deep breath first, like, here I go.
Yep, here you go.
This
And
is
clap.
Energy at its finest.
There's a lot of energy, electric energy in the atmosphere. It always feels good. You will know if I have taken a different turn on the energy front.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
Just putting it out there. So today, we're just talking about the big old topic of wellness trends.
We're basically bullshitting about wellness
we
trends.
really are.
This is not a heavily researched episode.
No. We're just winging this one because I think there's a lot out there. And it's one of those things where tapping into your intuition sometimes to be like, that's not going to work for me. That one could work for me. That sounds interesting.
Okay, what wellness trend have you followed in the last year that you felt like did work for you?
Oh, man, I was going to say didn't, which would be cold plunge.
I was going to say cold plunge did work for me. Opposite reaction.
Yeah. So I know that there's health benefits, right? I'm not discrediting the trend itself. I just feel very strongly about not doing it.
So it's not that you tried it and it didn't work. It's that you have no interest in trying it because it's cold.
It's the mental part of it. Like,
Right.
I get the physical part. I get how it physically...
See, I think the mental part is so great, though. It, like, invigorates your mind. It's like a
It makes me
energy
mad.
drink without...
Yeah, it just makes me angry.
What?
Yeah,
But it's different when you get in and you just plunge and you get out, because then it's like a rush of endorphins as soon as you get out. And it's like, oh, that might have sucked for 30 seconds, but now it feels really great. All three of us, because I got Charlie a cold plunge,
Yes.
like an inflatable one. And we were in a really good routine for a while of getting up in the morning and working out, stretching together, and hitting the cold plunge before we would eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And we all loved it. It's not set up right now, and we've gotten out of the habit of it, but it's been on my list to get back to doing this summer.
Yeah. Nope.
Plus perimenopause, cold plunge.
Okay. This wellness check-in for 2025, whether you think it's going to be trendy or trippy.
Okay.
AI wellness coaches.
Trendy.
Okay. Mushroom everything.
I feel like that trend's played out for me because that happened in like 2020 for me, was mushroom everything.
Yep.
In terms of like...
Everyday dose? Like mushrooms in coffee.
No,
and
but we got on the
and...
Mudwater train. So
Okay.
we had a subscription to Mudwater where it's basically like masala chai and cacao and a whole host of mushrooms and cinnamon.
And it takes like 60 days, right?
And everything. We felt good. I mean, we used it in place of coffee. And we also did like an MCT oil creamer. And we really liked it. But then we just got out of doing it.
Mm. So you felt some of the benefits of that.
Yeah, and I would say Charles felt the benefits of it more than I did. Again, I feel like there's a certain combination of mushrooms that is really, really helpful for people with ADHD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it does. What are they? They trigger the brain. Adaptogens. Thank you. I definitely think there's science behind it. I do think that it's super trendy still. And it's like anywhere that they can be like, oh, let's add mushrooms. It's like.
Also during 2020.
Mushrooms have been around for a minute.
Well, during 2020, there was also a documentary that came out. I cannot remember what it was called. I will find it and we'll link it for you guys because I know that you can still rent it. And it went on to be in our science center at some point, talking about the ecology and how they are all connected underneath the earth.
Yeah,
and
mushrooms are fucking cool.
They're so cool. And the graphics were incredible.
Yeah.
Like, highly recommend watching it if I could remember what it's called. You go read my mind and find it.
This is a new one for me, which I've never heard, but like it's called astro-fasting. It's basically not eating during Mercury retrograde, which
Shut up.
Me just sounds stupid. Like, why would you do that?
That's like weeks.
Yeah, like you need to eat. And
you know what? Oh, fuck it. I'll try it. You know me. I'll try anything. Astro-fasting, here we come. I would probably feel it crazy too because I'm a Gemini.
Funny things that are real in 2025.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet. So we actually just had a conversation about this because Charlie, the company that he works for, they are doing AI training for like 6 weeks right now. And one of the first things that they talked about was confidence bluffing, where ChatGPT or AI will sound like it knows what it's talking about, and people are using that information and it's bullshit.
It's not accurate. Yeah.
Right. Because they're pulling from so many sources.
Correct.
And also, they're being trained by humans.
Yeah.
And I've interacted with a couple of humans that are training these AI. I don't.
No. Yeah.
I can't. Listen, I know there's some great humans out there that
Sure.
are also training this.
Sure.
But there's also some that should not be training.
Absolutely. You got to take it with
intelligence.
with a grain of salt. And if you're doing any kind of research, you cannot put belief behind that at all.
Lived experience, guys.
Yeah.
Lived experience.
Yeah. AI is cool for a lot of things.
Listen, there's tons of benefit to AI, and I think that we can use it in a really remarkable way.
I agree.
To help us advance.
Yep.
And it just has to be used respectfully, I think, with a little common sense and a little critical thinking.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So going back to your initial question of like a wellness trend that I've been doing this past year that I really enjoy, I would have to say would be meditations. Ever since my awakening, which again, when you have a spiritual awakening, it never really goes away. You just kind of build on it, and the initial awakening itself is kind of like opening up a present, and then you keep finding new gifts and new things and uncovering things. And I never was a meditating kind of gal prior to my awakening, but this past year I have really leaned in to meditations. My favorite are either sleeping meditations that they just play in the background and I fall asleep. So it's not really conscious, it's more subconscious.
Do you ever worry like you don't know what you're being hypnotized to do during your sleep?
I've thought about that.
Because if you don't follow, like if it's not like a trusted person that you follow and you're falling asleep to this.
Yes. So there's two women.
This is why she wants to send the kids to school with vodka.
Vodka. Yeah, that's right. If you're new here, I do not send my children to school with vodka.
Lies,
however, if you take vodka and infuse it with essential oils, it turns into a nice room spray, and it can
be a
lovely addition to your locker or
not your locker.
Gym bag.
Don't send your kids to school with Tito's and call it cleansing spray, guys.
It's Sol de Tito's. We've already figured this out. Anyways,
I digress.
Do you? I feel like you're just going right in for it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's part of my charm.
So meditation for me, it would be this past year.
I struggle to call meditation a trend because it's just steeped in such rich history for so long. Although I do think it's a really, really important practice that people should incorporate. And I know it's becoming more well-known. So
I would agree with you. I don't think it's a trend, but for me, it's been something that I've incorporated this past year in a habitual way. Ooh, I remembered one.
Oh, God.
Electrolyte mixes.
Oh, God. Everybody wants to use them. When really, there are some that are garbage. There are some that are great. But Celtic sea salt is a really good mineral that you can add in to your water or on top of your food. And if you want a natural electrolyte, go coconut water all the way. It is way healthier for you.
So that would be a trend that I do one foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I like it, but I don't, to your point, I don't think you need to buy the packets that are flavored. You can just get really, really good salt.
For a while, we were buying coconut water and squeezing grapefruit juice into it with a little bit of sea salt. And it was fantastic.
Coconut water is one of those interesting experiences that probably came onto the market like right when Jeff and I started dating, got engaged, like maybe 2010. And I remember we were like, oh yeah, let's get it. And we had this preconceived notion that it was going to be like drinking.
Like out of a coconut?
Out of a coconut, yeah.
Right.
I remember taking like a big swig of it and I was like, it's like thick water. Like
I thought you were going to say it was like semen.
That is not the face I make when I drink semen. By the way, I don't actually drink semen.
You don't bottle it?
No. Nope.
You guys, wellness trends. That's another one.
Yeah. Apparently you can and spread it all over their face. Apparently, it has healing properties. I don't know.
I love coconut water. So I'm just going to say that.
And back to that. Semen coconut water. Krystyn's cocktail of choice.
Sober summer, except...
What would you like tonight, Krystyn? Can you imagine if that came
on the
up
rocks, please?
at my parents' house this past weekend? Just have a little bit of coconut water mixed in with some semen. A little bit of Celtic salt on top. Oh my God. Drink of the summer.
Oh, man.
My summer drink, my wellness summer drink, white wine. I'm not having a sober summer, so I give you so much credit. I think that is so fantastic.
Yeah.
I do like being around people that aren't drinking because it definitely limits how much you drink.
I have felt great, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, not drinking at all this summer. And again, we're not big drinkers. But, like, if we were socially hanging out, like, this weekend, after the swim meet or something, we'd have one, or hanging out the pool. It feels so nice not to be drinking, just because I'm like, I don't have to worry about anything.
No.
I don't have to worry about, make sure you only have, like, one or two.
Right.
Or...
Right. I mean, just the health benefits of it, too. I think there's something
feel
about...
very hydrated.
Yeah, there's something about drinking in the heat that, for me... As I age, I'm like, it just becomes less and less appealing.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say I like less, but...
Can I interest you in my cocktail of choice this summer?
That's a hard pass for me. But I will come up with a fun one. I'll limit the semen. Maybe to be non-existent.
It's a good thing my voice mostly came back for this, because this would sound even more scandalous if I sounded like I did 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. What do you think a wellness trend is that is absolutely ridiculous?
Ooh.
Oh, I know one I just thought of. It was those Asian women doing those dances where they like just shook their stomachs. Do you remember this? They'd be like, no, that did not make it to you.
We have very different algorithms, Rach.
They would just be like gyrating and like they'd suck their stomach in and then push it out and then suck it in and then push it out. Like,
well, it's a breathing technique, right?
I would imagine, yes, but that wellness trend seemed strange to me. Just watching it, I was like, oh, Like some of these, I'm like, do you do these in the privacy of your home? Or do you go to a class and just look like a complete idiot in front of other people?
I think that for people that are truly like into breath work and stuff like that, they don't actually care, because there is a guy that works out at the gym and I see him all the time. He has like a very intense breath work.
Because even with Pilates, if you do Pilates correctly, you are supposed to shh, like out of your mouth.
Yeah,
like,
I have a friend that owns a Pilates studio, and I used to go religiously once upon a time. It's crazy. But he has a breathing exercise and breath work that he does all the time, and it's very intense. And he goes into like a corner of the gym and he sits in like lotus. And
what do you think his name is?
I don't know, something spicy.
Bob.
Yep.
Bob the breathwork.
Bob.
Bob the breathwork guy. Have you ever seen these women working out with those like bouncy moon shoes?
Oh, I've seen those. That one made it to me. Yeah, I've seen those.
Or the trampolines where they're like,
well, there's like a lot of studies behind the whole rebounding thing. That has made a resurgence, because I think that was very popular in like the 80s and 90s. And I do have a friend that does the rebounding. How about mouth tape? Has this made it to your feed?
Yeah. Is mouth tape like frownies?
No. Mouth tape it goes over your mouth and you sleep with it on. I haven't tried it, but I don't think you'd like it because you would feel claustrophobic. And it's supposed to help you not mouth breathe, essentially, when you sleep.
Can we get this for Charles and Jeff? Would they die? They might die. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea.
We have a thing in our family when he starts snoring, or if Evie starts like tapping on something like incessantly and doesn't realize what she's doing, we'll be like, hey, I love you. And they're like, oh, I love you too. Thank you. And then it's like a reminder that we're making like a certain excessive amount of noise.
I can't do that when Jeff's sleeping.
Evie will wake Charlie up. She'll be like, I love you. He's like,
that's a different type of I love you. That's like, shut the fuck up. I love you.
Yeah. Did you know that the projected growth for the wellness industry is supposed to be $9.6 billion by 2034?
It's got to have a T somewhere. It's got to be trillion.
It's so crazy.
But the thing is about the wellness industry, right? It depends on how you categorically look at it. Because you have like spiritual wellness, you have mental health wellness, you have physical wellness. Now, if you categorize all three of those things into that umbrella, it's in the trillions, because then you also have supplements, you have vitamins. I never know what to believe, what to trust, what to be like, nah, that's bullshit. Or should I try that? I don't know.
On the internet. What are your thoughts on deprivation, like float tanks and hyperbaric chambers and all of that kind of stuff? Have you ever tried any of it?
I have not. I think the closest thing I've done are those leg compression. I think that is similar to what a hyperbaric chamber and a float tank do.
I don't think they mimic the same response, though.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The compression leg braces or whatever? I have not done any of that stuff.
I did a float tank a few years ago. We have a friend that works at a float tank place, and Evie had accidentally concussed me. We were kayaking, and
this seems to be a trend.
This is my second concussion in the last couple of years. And she accidentally just slammed me in the head with a kayak paddle. And after that, he was like, I think that this would be good for you. And I went in, I did the float tank, and it was incredible. It really was great. But I haven't like kept up with it. But I know there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of athletes especially that really get into it.
And what is the benefit?
So there's a ton of magnesium in the water, first of all.
And because of the salt.
Yeah, so you absorb the magnesium.
Through your skin.
That's one of the benefits.
Okay.
I know a lot of it has to do with like neuroscience, and in terms of like having no sound and you can add sound if you want. No light, which you can also do like ambient, like colored light and things like that.
That'd be cool to do like a meditation.
Right.
In one of those environments.
Yeah. That's what I did it's an hour.
Yeah.
And I just meditated the whole time.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. Because you can't sink.
No. You just float there.
Yeah. Very,
bob around.
Very interesting.
Yeah. What about red light therapy?
Oh, yeah. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
I feel like it's something you have to do consistently. I have not done it consistently.
Nope. But I'm here for it.
I have a little red light stick, like a facial stick. I actually got it in my FabFitFun box one time. I do not use it with regularity. Sometimes I'll get into the red light stand-up thing that they have at Planet Fitness.
We have an infrared sauna. But, and that's different than the red light therapy. Because red light therapy is more, they do the masks.
That pops up in my algorithm all the time as the people that have like the full-on red light masks.
Yeah. They look like you belong in like Star Wars It's interesting because, you know, we talk about clearly perimenopause and where we are in our 40s. And I'm at this place where I think that there's a fine line between like aging gracefully and then still doing things that can help alleviate some age-related things, but I'm also not here for all of it. And I think some of it I might use in my 50s. Like I'm still at this place where I'm just in a transition, and I don't know if like, you know, I need to do, because the other thing that I've wanted to look into is like electrolysis kind of deal, but
like for hair removal?
Yeah, I don't like peach fuzz. I know that hair all over my body is changing too, which is also related to hormones.
I don't think your hair is dark enough for it.
My hair is not dark enough. My hair is not dark enough. But like I have blonde hair pretty much everywhere, but now on my thighs, I've never had hair on my thighs, and now I have hair on my thighs. But it's like I'm turning into like a hairy monkey. A monkey.
One big wellness trend that I am 100% on board for, and we do as a family, is digital detoxing.
I want to be on that. I want to get on that. Oh my God. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Start with setting yourself a goal This is what we did. 1 24-hour digital detox per month.
Jeffrey would not agree to that because of work, unless we did it on a Saturday or a Sunday.
That's what. Oh, I mean, we have to also coordinate it with
life. Yes. Yeah.
Because there are things that you have certain people you have to talk to, or, whatever. So, and I think we talked about this in a previous episode, because our digital detox coincided with Evie breaking her wrist in January.
Yes.
But it really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like, just going and spending the day.
Yep.
Like, we had a phone with us in case of emergencies, but it was turned off and somewhere in the car. And that was it.
Yep.
We didn't use it for navigation. We didn't use it for music.
You know, I was just thinking it'd be fun because I still have like all my CDs.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I just will not let go of.
I have my CDs too, but I have no way to play them.
You don't have a CD player?
No, ma'am.
Get yourself a CD player. You know where they have those?
Thrift stores.
What? Yeah. CDs, VHS tapes, like I'm here. Records. Let's go.
Can we talk about the fact that there is a local business here that fixes VHS recorders? Like a brick and mortar.
I'm not surprised.
They've got to do something other than that. There's no way that's your whole business.
No, I would
in
agree.
2025.
There's a woman. I went to a networking event 2 weeks ago because I'm considering joining this one local networking organization. And one of the services that they offer is to take digital camcordering or VHS tapes. Do you guys even know what a VHS is? Okay.
Well, Shane for sure does.
Oh, yeah. You're in this business. And taking like home videos and like putting them onto digital hard drives and all of that. Is it in the mall?
No, it's just randomly. It's like an old dilapidated building on Babcock.
So it's not Ritz Camera? Do you remember Ritz Camera?
Oh, yeah. I remember all the camera stores.
Oh, duh. Naturally. You're a photographer.
And then they no longer were camera stores. They were just camera stores that said they were camera stores, and there was no cameras to be found. It was a shame.
Do you feel, as a photographer, the wellness trend of just having all digital photographs is limiting from a photography standpoint when you think back to like the pictures that used to be taken?
I have a lot of thoughts on this actually, because one is, for a long time, like I was giving people their images on a disc, right? And then I was giving people their images on a USB drive. And now everything is through a digital download. I have like an email that I send them that's like, here's how I recommend preserving your heirloom, right? Your memories. And there's a resurgence of photographers in the last couple of years that only will do wall art. They will only sell wall art. And they're in a very high-end luxury category where they're making $20,000+ sales on every family photo shoot that they're doing, because that's all they're doing. And if you want to buy a digital gallery, you're going to shell out tens of twenties of thousands of dollars to get those digital images. And I think it's cool. It's not obviously for everybody because of, price points. But I also am like, I'm the first person to not print out my own photography as much as I love it, especially my aerial drone stuff. And I'm like, it's like the shoemaker's kids never have shoes.
Right.
Like,
no,
I don't do it, but I do really encourage my clients to do it.
Right.
And everybody wants to go to CVS or go to Walgreens or go to Costco to print out their stuff because it's super cheap and you can get prints for 15 cents.
But they're shit.
They're garbage, and you don't have any quality control in terms of color, because I calibrate my screen to the lab that I print through when I do print images. And there's just a lot that goes into it that people don't realize exists. And I think you lose a lot in like that memory.
I agree. My mom is a big photographer. Like, she prints pictures out.
Well, we were talking about that too, because when we left her parents yesterday, I was like, okay, how are we going to say thank you to them? Because they were so hospitable when we were there. And like, we pulled in like at like 10 o'clock at night or something with the camper, and they had a meal on the table, and like, it was just fantastic the whole weekend. So we were going to print out and frame a couple of photos from the weekend and mail them to them as like a little thank you, because she has framed photos all over
all
the
over.
house.
Yeah,
it's
Mom
great.
she was a photographer, not professionally, but she captured our childhood in photographs, and we have so many photo albums.
Yeah. I mean, that used to be a thing too. Like I grew up and we had big photo albums.
I know. And
I started making books for Evie. So what I do is for her summers, I will do like a photo book that I have printed in like a hardbound book so that she has those memories.
Mom does the photo albums for the kids.
Like Shutterfly? Or like actual photo albums. Yeah.
Actual photo albums.
I love that.
They're really hard to find now.
They're really hard to find. I know.
But she loves doing it, and she'll bring them, like the little ones, and the kids love them. Especially like Isla's age. Like she loves going through them and like looking at the pictures and talking about the pictures and who's in the pictures and what was taking place. And I do think that it's a lost art.
Well, and some of those smaller cameras are making a resurgence. Like Polaroid made a resurgence.
Yes.
In like the last 10
with Instapics or whatever they are.
Right. And we have like probably 4 of those cameras that we use just here and there. And Evie loves to use them too. Yep. But she also has a Bluetooth. It's called a Sprocket. HP sells it. And it's a little printer that she can connect to her phone.
Yes.
And she can print them out on sticker paper or whatever. And she loves printing out pictures and like giving them to her friends.
Yes. Yeah. Those are fun.
Yeah.
We have one of those little printers too, but the quality of what they print out is
right. But that is another form of wellness, right? If you can surround yourself with like really cherished memories, that's going to always make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a wellness trend. That's not a trend, but we're going to make it one.
Starting
Print out your photos. Can we talk about the word gut health, by the way?
We can. I'm a big fan of gut health.
Listen, I'm a fan of needing to take care of the microbiome that lives within our bodies.
Yeah. This is
trendy term of gut health, however, I can't. I don't like it.
No.
I don't want to hear it. It's
poop.
all over.
Poopity doop boop. Boop boop. You know, if you have really good gut health, you have really good poops. It all goes together. So I see why you don't like it. I get it. Makes sense. Yeah. I'm very comfortable talking about poop.
I know you are. You know what? I'll bring Charlie on and you guys can have a whole conversation. We'll do a whole podcast of you and Charles talking about poop.
Well, I think though, you know, there's a lot of research.
Like, I hope you guys do that once my internship is over.
Support having good poops. Anyways, I like gut health. You know, there's vitamins, going back to the vitamins and minerals trend of what can you believe? What can you not believe? What should you take? What should you not take? And all of that. Because I feel like a lot of times advocating for yourself is also something that's part of 2025. Like you may get a doctor that recommends something based on some blood work you get back. But like doctors do not have enough time in their day to sit and spend and talk to you about all the things that you're worried about, like your gut health and what vitamins and minerals and all of that shit that they recommend. So a lot of it's like trial and error, and you have to like advocate for yourself and figure out what you're taking versus what you're not taking. But there's some new vitamins that have come on the market, at least to my knowledge, in the last year, where it's a vitamin inside a vitamin. Because
then it gets down into your
actually
tract.
Gets into your which I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense because
isn't that seed one of them?
Seed is one of them.
A capsule inside a capsule, right?
Yep. Because you think about it, your vitamins. You should also not take all of your vitamins all at the same time, and some of them are counterintuitive. So you should just be mindful of when you take them. So take some in the morning, take some midday, take some in the evening, that kind of thing. But also, when they hit your stomach, the acid in your stomach destroys the vitamin, right? So you're hopeful that it gets into your bloodstream and into your cells.
Right.
And
I would honestly, if you are interested in supplements, vitamins, I would recommend going to a functional medicine doctor. It is like...
Or any kind of medical professional. Like you could go, you know.
Right. But I think a lot of functional medicine doctors actually do more testing in terms of that, because I had a friend too who everybody tells you to take turmeric for inflammation, right?
Turmeric fucked me. That's how I ended up in the hospital.
Well, I have a friend who's allergic to it, right? And you don't know. So err on the side of caution.
Yep.
Get some testing done before you start willy-nilly taking a whole bunch of shit. And if you are on medication, there are tons of drug interactions.
Yes.
So
turmeric can also cause hypertension.
Right.
Ask me how I know.
I was here. I was witness.
You were witness.
I was in the hospital with you.
Yes,
I
you
know.
Okay.
If you guys have a wellness trend you want us to specifically talk about, please reach out to us at twomysticmamas@gmail.com or reach out to us on our socials. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yes, we are. And we would love to have some guest speakers, professionals come on and talk more in depth. I think a lot of things start out as trends. Some of them fizzle out, but then other ones, there's like legit meaning behind them. And they can really help us in our day-to-day lives, which is what we're here for. To provide you all the answers and humor.
Love you guys so much. Go have a cocktail.
Coconut, semen salt.
Bringing it back.
All right. Well, cheers to that. Cheers and good night. Cheers and goodbye.
Chip, chip, cheerio.
Chirp, chirp, cheer. All right,
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.